Hey, um, I don't feel like just posting into whatever Discord and X and stuff for right now for this. For one thing, it's kind of boring. For another thing is I don't know. I keep doing it and I still only see a few viewers, and it's the amount of viewers. Well, on most dev streams, they don't have a lot of viewers anyway, so that's not out of the ordinary. But um, I don't know. I should just keep working on here as if lots of people are watching. And this part, phase one and stuff is kind of it's gonna take a while. I mean, it's gonna be shorter than the other was, but it still will take a while here. So I am going to just go ahead and continue on. I'm going to fix up. I'm going to do what I said here. I'm going to, let's see, not the metadata. The metadata is fine. I actually should be able to reload the scene. Uh, well, actually, no, I'm not going to reload the scene because I've got to fix all the links first. Um, and we'll see how that works out. Anyways, it's going to look for a hyphen. I've got hyphens all of them. That's good. And I don't know when I'll get back to the layout tool. Maybe in a few days. Maybe I'll get to something today. I don't know. I got till 3:30. I got not quite an hour and a half now. I really want to get this most of this stuff done here. So we're going to open all these. No, these are the metadata. We're going to go to the rooms. We're going to open all of these rooms up. And then we are going to go in and manually modify. Oh, here. And let me pull this over here. Um, we are going to manually modify everything so that it matches. And then I'm going to do the thing with the title. I'm going to rename the label as title, and I'm also going to put chapter, and we're going to add the chapter the chapter heading to a chapter field that I'm adding in here, and then I'm going to have it loaded up, and I'm going to put the field in the room so that we'll have this new thing in the deal. So I'll just do this one by one. I'll make sure all these doors point to the right place, and then I am going to go ahead and change everything. Okay, so we're going to do this one by one. It's going to be kind of take a little while, and then I'm also going to create chapter rooms uh for each chapter, and we'll see from there. Um, there's two things I can do. I can make copies of each of the pages, and then rename them as how to say it. I don't know. It'll be kind of a little bit of work to actually go through and do this manually. I could write a Python program maybe that would turn every label into the word title. Maybe. Maybe I should do that. I don't know. Let me think. I'm thinking of doing this manual just because so I can have greater control over what goes where, and I don't know. I mean, a program would be quicker, but I'd have to get something to write it, and then I would have to close this. I'd have to get someone to write it. Who has contacted me? Your game in phases or iterations. Right now, it's just a choose your own adventure solving. Sure. We pull a link here. You can catch it on YouTube. And currently, it will be pretty boring. I'm renaming files and modifying the room structure a bit. Okay, so let me think here for a moment. I'll leave everything like it's supposed to be, except for I'm going to change the name and the destination name. So I'll just do those, and we'll go ahead and do C dash main menu. And Control C. We'll do that with preface as well here, just because these don't have a lot of extra stuff here. That like that. Okay. Underscore C, and C is just for chapters, just because I wanted to keep the chapters and the actual subtitle deals, because the chapters are going to be their own technical. The structure is called a room because eventually it's going to be a room in an adventure game, like a location. But right now it's just a page. It's just a room is simply a page right now. And because I don't have anything to save states or anything, each new room is actually a new page. So that's just something to keep in mind right now because of the nature of it. Anyways, I prefixed or suffixed, however you want to look at it, with C or T. C is for chapter and T is for title. In other words, this Hebert Goes for Help used to be here on a perfect candidate. And so since I'm dividing these up, Hebert Goes for Help is going to just be a chapter title, and that's all it's going to show on the screen. That, and hit one to start, or hit one to continue, or whatever. Anyways, so we're just going to rename these preface, and that's C dash here, and then we're going to put, oh, and of course A was because I was going to name each of them after I was going to name them with the subscript of the letter depending on what room it was. But since order doesn't really matter because it's just going to be branching and stuff in there, I'm actually putting this T, or actually this is going to be C here. Hebert goes for help here. C dash. Um, And I'll fix the names and stuff once I got everything kind of working the way I want it. Hebert goes for help. A perfect candidate. These are exactly the same, but chapter 1, Hebert goes for help. And this is all I'm going to do. I'm just going to cut this out. Here, let's cut this out. Back on again. Back on again. John Phillips, boy. Welcome. Welcome, John. Bill. I'm just trying to type your name correctly in the chat. Okay. Anyways, welcome to the stream, dude. So right now I'm just doing some boring stuff. In fact, usually I post to X and I post to a bunch of Discords and a few RC channels when I'm streaming. And just today for part 2. Okay, and usually I do I split it up into 2. I used to do this one long 3 to 4 hour session, and I would take a break in between, and sometimes it would be 30 minutes, sometimes it would be an hour. And now what I do is I do 2 streams, about 90 minutes apiece, and then take an hour break in between. And this is part 2. And usually in part 2, what I'm doing is I'm coding. And lately, what I've been doing is working on an actual layout tool, an actual editor tool for my game. So I don't actually have to use tool scripts in the editor. I'm using an engine called Redot, which is a fork of Godot 4.3, and it's functionally identical to Godot 4.3. And I'm using what are called tool scripts, and tool scripts are basically scripts that run in the editor. But I've had some problems with that, so I'm actually designing a tool to so I can continue building the game. So, anyways, welcome, and um, and basically what I'm doing here is okay. So here I'll show you what I had before. This, and you look at all of these on here. I have about 93 what I call story beats. Here, I'll give you an example of one that's a simple one here. Max catches up to Zanzibar, confronts him instead of trying to punish him in some way. Instead, he makes a deal. Max helps Zanzibar with large productions. Okay, so this is like essentially a story beat, and so I was trying to put here. Let's do it. I was putting decision points in between. So, like this one, uh, Hubert's a wizard, and he's trying to discern uh, if there's what went on. There's this is a trophy case, and there's a scepter that's been stolen, and he's trying to figure out how the scepter was stolen. And so he's using a reveal spell, and there's five different ways you can go about it, and they all kind of go back to the same thing. But so basically, I was putting decision points in between each of those, like the ones I showed below here. These are all linear, like a linear story, and then so I was putting these in here, and this, all of these pages represent about 20%, and it was taking way too long. So what I did is I restored this back to about 20. I compressed them. I changed them around a little bit. And so now I only have about 20, and I'm only at the max going to split up each of these like twice so that I don't have so much to do, so I can completely complete it, this phase. Anywho, now in the midst of in trying to do that, I've also renamed my files, and the C and the T are for chapter and title, depending. And I'm going to give them the actual chapter pages and stuff. If let's see, let's actually play this one because this is the old one. It still gives you the idea of what you do here. It's a basic choose your own adventure, right? So it gives you some text, and then we'll go up here. We'll go to the crystal ball. We'll pick John. then so in other words, these are description, and this is just events right here. There's no, it's not like a narrative, like you actually read a story. It's just the events of what happened. Anyways, this was taking way too long, so I shortened it back down to this, and now I've got to rename some of these. Anyways, let's see. Here goes for help, and that's not going to be that. It's going to be uh, T a perfect candidate. Candidate. Okay, that's actually going to be the next deal, and then the description. Chapter 1, Hebert goes for help. Um, and I'm going to save that like that. And then this is actually going to be T, a perfect candidate. Perfect candidate. That. Okay. Underscore. Okay. And I'll just put a perfect candidate in here. Perfect candidate. Okay. And then I have to go into here, and then I change this to it would be T, the silver ticket. The silver ticket. Okay. It's just basic boring stuff. All I'm doing really right now is just renaming stuff. So feel free to come in, leave, listen, watch, whatever. It's okay. I'm not really thinking I'll be getting that many viewers until finally make some progress. Maybe when I get this done, which I'm hoping to get done the end of March, so I can start on phase 2, which is I'm adding some stuff, I'm changing some stuff or whatever. Okay, so T, the silver ticket. So perfect candidate. Wait a minute. Yeah, let's just go ahead and say perfect candidate. Okay. That's the name of this one. Here goes for help. We're just gonna leave that because that's what this was called, the silver ticket. And this is actually gonna be T. This is also gonna be the silver ticket. The silver ticket. This is going to be the silver that. Okay, and then I'm going to put the silver ticket down here. Here, and then this is going to go. Now, the rest of these they're kind of straightforward because they're chapter headings, the twin brothers. So I'm going to go ahead and control find underscore a dash. I'm going to start with here. We're going to find next. We're actually going to replace that. Whoops. What did I do? What in the heck happened here? Dang it. Open recent. Where's recents? There we go. Silver ticket. Okay, here goes for help. The perfect candidate. T, the silver ticket. Oh, that was already open. That's why. Recent. Oh, where's the twin brothers? There we go. Twin brothers. I had to do something like this earlier. Okay. Oh, did that thing again. Annoying. Annoying. Let's reopen him. I have to reopen him. Text editor. Okay. C main menu, C preface, C preface, preface. C Hebrew goes for help. Hebrew goes for help. It's just that. T dash a perfect candidate. Uh, T the silver ticket, which is here. C the twin brothers, which will be the next twin brothers. Okay, there we go. I don't know what happened to it, but something screwed with it. Okay. All right, all right. So this is going to be C. Okay, let's see if I can do this again. Here. Actually, I can do Shift C anyways. Let's see, there we go. He goes to school. Okay. And this is also C, and this is also C. And this is going to be C. Gonna be a lot of C's in here. Okay, the next one. Okay, so I'm gonna put all C's in here, where the A's are. I was gonna label them A, B, C, D. You know, depending on how many of the same quote unquote chapter were in there. But I've decided to change that. So C stands for chapter, T stands for title. C and C. I actually need to make sure that I change all the. Well, actually, I think I did change all the meta rooms, the metadata, which is basically positioned on in the layout tool. But I think I've saved that. Let's see. Okay. Um. Go. Oops. C and shipped. Okay, that was chapter 9. Chapter 10. I could probably do this with like a Python script, but I don't know. It just seems kind of complex, so I have to go to like an AI to write it for me because I don't really know Python that well. You know, I know GDScript a bit because I program in it, but that's based on Python, so I know Python just a little bit, but like I don't know like all of the like libraries and stuff. So um, I'd have to look online um, just to copy that, anyways. Okay, 15. And go to and search a big K person. Let's see. Let's see that. Okay, we're almost there. That's 18. Door to 19. 19. Door to 20. And 20. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reload it in this, and hopefully it doesn't like screw up, but it might. So keep your fingers crossed. Reload save scene. Okay, that's fine. Has to do with the where it's sitting at. Chapter 1. Okay. Here goes for help. Then we have a perfect candidate. Then we have the silver ticket. We have the twin brothers. So that means that this here. Come on, where? Oh, that's why. Let me move these up a little bit. Like so. That. Here, let's move these up here like so, like that. Okay. All right, that's all right. We're gonna save this. Now I don't know about the doors and stuff. I have to. It looks like everything there is actually going okay, but I'll have to. Let's see something here. The save room data. Let's go ahead and scene reload save scene. See, I don't get that. I don't get how come it's. Okay. Okay, let's go to main menu. See main menu. Let's see the door is going to see preface. That's fine. It's preface. The door is should go to see Hubert goes for help. And what's this? Oh, because that somehow I haven't changed that accidentally. Save room data. Okay. I still don't know what's going on with the metadata, but we'll see here in a second. Okay, actually, reload save scene. Reload. Okay, we have main, preface, chapter, Hubert goes for help. perfect candidate, silver ticket. For some reason, it's not saving the correct meta perfect candidate. Save room data. Reload, save scene. See, I don't get that. Saving is supposed to save it properly, and so somehow our script is screwed up or something. It's on save button. Okay. Meta extension, room extension. Okay, so what do we got? What do I got for room and meta extension? It's probably up here somewhere. Room extension, meta extension, that's fine. Go back to here. Why is it not saving metadata? Let's find save metadata. If it's okay, it opens it. If it opens okay. Okay, let's hit the save button right now. And that's all it shows you. Why did it not? Why is it not? Why is it not saving here? Okay, let's. Here, let's do this. Print room equals room dot label, I guess. Print file name equals file name. Print saving metadata. Okay. So I'm gonna have to run this. Let's go to 2D. Scene, reload, save scene. This out. Make sure this is closed. Save room data. Why did it not go in here? It didn't even go in here. Save metadata for room. Okay, fine. For room and room children. Room.id plus meta extension. This one. Print on save button pressed executed. Okay. Print saving file name. Okay. Do that. We'll go back here. Click save room data. Save button executed. Save button pressed executed. What is going on here? Children. Let's see something here. Print. Children. Let's save scene. Move it. Clear it. Save room data. Why did it not find room data? Okay, something not right. Room children was empty. Get modified room children. Alright, fine, let's go to get modified room children. Room children. Child is a layout room. So it's evident that the... Okay. So if there's no room children dependent, that means the has been modified flag is not been modified here. So where is... Would be in layout room for one thing. How do I tell when it's been moved? That's the thing that gets me. Has been modified. When you set the door specs, when you set the ID, when you set the label, when you set the description. Okay. All right, so whenever you have moved, this actually is something that will help me with the layout tool too. But so it has been modified. Let's see. Whenever I move whenever you move the children, let's see something here. Move canvas item main menu. Huh. I didn't think about that. And this has something to do with the editor, not even the layout tool. Okay, so let's go to process. Let's go to physics process. If it's the editor, see if is moving, is dragging rooms. Else drag end. Or overlapping areas. Okay. Get mouse position, offset. Okay, so I have to actually go into input here, first of all. Is dragging is true, right? Drag started. It's not dragging, rooms to add. If not, is dragging rooms, right? Regular select. And the room is modified when you select it, right? Right. And it is not dragging rooms. Drag ended. Is dragging is false. Is dragging rooms is false. Last room clicked is null. Drag ended. Let's see something here. I don't think moving around in the editor is registering a drag. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Um, I have to figure out how to detect when it's been dragged and when it's not been dragged, and make sure that the modification thing worked. If not, engine is editor hint, then is moving is true. If is dragging and not is dragging rooms, oh, I keep forgetting. I always want to use the middle mouse button to pan around the scripting window, even though that's only for the 2D window. Okay. Is dragging rooms, physics process. If is moving is dragging rooms, update the position. Else is not dragging rooms. Oh, let's see. This is kind of tricky because this is something that I didn't even think of. When you move it around, it's supposed to save it. It's not going to save it because it hasn't been modified, per se. And now there's two things I could do. One is wait a second. Has been modified. Is dragging rooms, is not dragging rooms. You know what? I'm gonna say, at least for this, and this has to do with the right. We're gonna say room dot has I think that's okay. I think if I start this up, um, right, that's okay. Um, how do I detect? Okay, let's see if ChatGPT knows. Do you know in GD script for Widow 4.3, i.e. Redot 4.3, uh, detect when moved and you moved a node in the 2D editor. It always says canvas editor, you know, whatever. Um, yeah, let's do this again. Uh, this is what the editor shows in the output window. So obviously it knows when something has been moved. How do I detect that? To detect editor side node moves, you need to run code in tool mode. Yeah, it is tool. Editor transform notifications. Notification. What equals an engine editor hint? Runs in the editor. Yes, I know that. And I actually have that function, although I muted it out because when I was changing stuff around, I don't even think I need any of that in there. So yeah. Okay, transform change is really what I want. So let's go back to the script. We're going to go into script here. We're going to go into here, let's resize this. It's actually a good thing to have caught though. So now I don't have to worry about it later on. This is showing it being moved. Um, and honestly, I mean, I guess I could always use the signal thing, you know. I haven't used signals that much, but I could actually create a signal, have it emit a signal a whenever you picked up a selection, and then deposited it, and then it would send a signal that it's been moved. But that's all right. We'll just do it like this. Let's brute force it until something doesn't work right. Um, engine. Okay. Let's see if I can find the notification. The function notification. Um, we're not going to comment this out, but right. We're gonna copy. We're gonna go ahead and Um, Not declared in the current scope, so it doesn't know what that is. Uh, yeah. Is I have to change that. Is editor hint? Um, where's that at? Engine is editor hint. Okay. Uh, see something here. Let's see if we can look up symbol. Call received notification identified in what? Comparing it to a constant. See also see notification. Notification on classes triggering. That's not what I'm looking for though. Okay, fine. Close that. Notification. Um, um, oh, I bet I can do that. Um, Notification draw. Enter notification transform changed. That's only on node 3D. What about node 2D? Node. Notification transform changed. Canvas item. Once global transform changes. Then why? Let's take that out for a second. Error identifier not declared in the current scope. And engine is your hint. Position. Let's see. But how do I tell what sent the notification though? Let's see. Trying to find out let's see. I'm using this item got notification transform changed GD script 3. But I would like to know what node the notification was received on. How do I do that? Notification GD script, you rely on the fact transform is changed. The node that received the notification is when is overridden and the what parameter will contain the notification constant. I don't know, like checking the what parameter inside self.name. Okay, that seems to have worked. We'll see if it works, if it actually works here. Reload, save scene. 2D. Clear. No, that didn't work though. Do that. 2D. Reload, save scene. It's not triggering the notification at all, apparently. Because if it was, it'd be notification sent. 2D. Okay, that doesn't that doesn't help because a lot of them are sending notifications. Move canvas item. I don't understand. Here, let's not worry about this. Here, let's do this. Like that. Good save scene. Let's just clear this out. Move this. I don't know. Here's my code. Code. Not anything, although the debug output is this. It even knows directly what it is. That's the log from the editor, but your notification method isn't triggering because you haven't enabled transform notifications. To receive transform change, you explicitly enable it by using set update your code for this. Oh, set notify transform true. Okay. All right. Let's put it at the top. Set notify transform true. A script is attached to a canvas item. So essentially, I have to set all of my nodes, set notify transform true. For each node I want to receive a notification. Individual node. Okay. All right. delete. I don't need to do it in ready then. Okay. What I do need to do it in is I need to go to load all rooms, and I'll do it after room.connect. Room dot. Okay. So now, hopefully, we're gonna scene, reload, save scene. Okay, we're gonna clear this. I'm gonna move this. Well, it's still not sending it though, but let's see. Script. Define. Node moved in editor. Oh. Okay. May be enabled, but it's not still working. On each of my nodes, but it's still not working. Does that mean every node I have use it on needs a separate notification call? May not fire if the transform change is caused by certain system between animation or editor gizmos that bypass normal property setters. So, well, I have a number of room nodes, node 2D, are loaded from JSON files and created and added. So after adding each room, I called set notify transform. Doesn't give me any errors, so I assume it's okay. However, where do I place the notification function then? I have one in my current main scene where the nodes are added, but maybe that doesn't work for each node. See what it says. Try to figure this out. Shoot, it's almost 3:30. Just the main scene. If your room nodes are node 2D instances, script must have. Okay, I guess I will fix that. It. All right. So let's just go ahead and um, set node. Okay. Layout room from JSON. Okay, where's layout room? Um, I don't know if I have a ready. Do I have a ready in here? Ready, 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 ready. I actually don't have a ready in here, I don't think. And that's the only place for ready. Um, I guess, let's see, create from JSON. New room equals layout room new. Okay. I just use new room, I guess, apparently. So, new room dot we can move this. Not, we'll do it in here. This is based on the room data here. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and put the notification. Do this right. Func. There we go. There we go. Now, this is going to be self. Okay, it's fine, right? Fine. Okay. Uh, okay. I guess let's just see if it this works here. 2D transform changed. Okay, that makes sense. Let's go into here. Let's do transform changed. And hide. True. Let's see if that works now. Let's go to 2D. Control S. Reload, save scene. This guy out. Okay. Then let's go ahead and save room data. Wait a minute, let's clear that. Let's save room data. Oh, scene, reload, save scene. Okay, that's good. That means that is working now. However, it also means for some reason okay, so let's okay, I almost have this working now, this part. Go back here. Let's go to what do I need to look at? Metadata. Save metadata. Okay, so if I move it, okay, I'm going to do that. Now let's save it. Save scene. Let's clear that out. Save room metadata. Oh, I see what's going on here. That's interesting. Okay, let's do something here. Let's run this. Input is not dragging around panel right. Drag start position. Okay, so here's the thing here, right? So if I do this, save room data, it's only going to do the one. If I move back, save room data, only the one. If I reload save scene, it's doing it for all of them. See, okay, so whenever I reload the scene, it's going to do that. Okay. That seems to work. However, it will redo all of the nodes if you reload, say, scene. How do I get it to not do that? May fire on scene reload because loading applies save transform values as triggers reacting to initial load. Use a flag to ignore the notification after instantiation. Hmm. Um, layout room is the node, the node. I don't actually use ready in that class. Instead, I set notify transform soon as you create a new layout room. May fire during initialization or scene load. Reacting to initial load, use a flag that you set after the node is fully initialized. Think about that for a moment. Well, I have a function called load all rooms that happens in the layout tool scene. So I could probably set all the transform notifies after load all rooms executes. And this would stop it from sending a notification on load. Correct? That sounds like a good idea. 33:30, I should be off now here. Rooms are added and their transforms are set, but notifications are not yet enabled. So after you enable it, feature transforms. Your approach is valid. Okay, good. Sounds like my approach is valid. So let's go ahead and do that, and then I'll call it a day. Okay, so uh, I do still have notification in here, which is fine. Um, but where is, okay. Delete. Okay, and we'll do the same thing here. So delete. Now we'll go back to layout tool. Load all rooms. Find it. Okay, we're in load all rooms. Okay. We'll do this at the end. Um, let's set to notify rooms after load of any moving. Okay, so rooms dictionary. Let's see some here. Var children. Get room children. For room and room children. Room dot. Right. Okay. Save. Let's go ahead and scene. Reload, save scene. Save room data. Yeah, it still did it though, didn't it? Oh, why did it do that? Hmm. Why did it do that? Transform. Find in files. Set. Oh, okay. Set. Notify. That's not it. No, set. No, set notify. Reload, save scene. Right. Wait, what? What is going? Oh, output. Not Ganyo. Scene, reload, save scene. Clear it. Save it. Okay, so let's do a thing again. Uh, search, find in files, set notify, find. So apparently it still does this even when you haven't called set notify. So it's ignoring that altogether. I guess all I needed was the notifications callback in my object for it to work. So it must be already enabled. Notification not calling set up. The node type of script calling it indirectly. You're using a tool script. Where's the rooms here? Okay. Um, dot. Okay. Reload, save. Oh, shit. What? Going on? What is definitely going on here? What is going on? Oh, something is screwed up now. What in the heck screwed up? Reload, save scene. Doggone ya. Oh. Okay, something. Alright. Okay, where are we? We're still the tool. We're gonna load all rooms. Okay, let's go back up here. And Control V at, we'll say room dot reload, save scene. Save scene. Okay, that's the problem. Okay. Go 0.3 is notify transform enabled. Is transform notification. Transform notification enabled. Reload save scene. False. Okay, so I have a node 2D. Wait a second. Let me check something. Dang. Trying to figure this out. I haven't set notify to true, but I do have the notification callback within my Node 2D class. And it seems to be getting notifications initially when I reload. See if this tells me it's a different search here. So, only one person. That figures. It's gonna figure this one thing out, and then because I want it to be able to save when you move the thing around. You know, will not receive the unless you explicitly call set notify transform. Without enabling it, this could be due to the following. The node is a scene instance, and the scene's root node has a non-identity transform when saved. May triggered initial transform change. The notification you're seeing is from the editor reloading or instantiation, not from runtime changes. There's a parent-child node that has transform notification enabled. It must be from scene load because I'm not calling it anywhere. So, I got it. My there thing goes down, falls down. How can I stop it from working on scene mode but only work after? Oh, okay. Applied seems to be working possibly. Let me try that. Seems logical. Give me a moment. Okay. So actually, let's do it down. Wait, we're in. Okay, we're in layout room, right? Let's do it here. Var first notification equals true. That. Okay. If first notification first notification false, return. Okay, so I probably still have to enable it, but we'll wait to enable it until after I see if this works like it's supposed to. Reload save scene. Let's go ahead and hit save. Okay, that's all right. Still not doing what I want. Here, let's go ahead and close this. Okay. Reload save scene. Clear it out. Save room data. Scene. Okay. So I'm gonna do an else. I don't know. That's not gonna really matter, is it? Reload is not supposed to do that. The flag didn't work either. So it reports that it has not been enabled, and then directly after it receives the notifications, that's on a reload. I can't reset in the editor because it creates new nodes every time I load it. Because it's reading from a JSON and not from the previous scene. Okay, that's probably what's happening here. Let's go. Okay, I think I kind of know what's going on. I have to get into this tomorrow because it's just taking forever now trying to get the stupid thing working like I want to. Load all rooms, it creates it. Load metadata. Okay, let's do something here. Room dot set notify transform false. I don't care if we can't use it just yet. I just want to I reload save scene. I want this notification here, not here anymore, and that's not what it happens. I don't get it. I don't know where it's doing that. Where is it doing that at? How come it's false? Dang it. Okay, we're gonna do this differently. Create from JSON. Let's go to layout room. Wait, down, down, down. Create JSON. Let's do this. We don't need the else, but it doesn't really matter. Let's do this. Print first notification is false. Okay, we're gonna do that. And it will probably just simply say it's false, even if it's not, even if it's doing the same thing. Let's reload save scene. First notification is false. See, and then false. But then notification here. Hmm. Load all rooms. See, control, find. Oh, we want to know where it's calling from. Where is it calling from? Okay. Call deferred. Load all rooms. Selection changed. Changed. Um. Print has loaded rooms set. And let's just let's do this and that goes out. Scene reload save scene. Has loaded all rooms. Where is has loaded all rooms set? Where is it? 26 rooms. First notification is false. It's been deferred. Has loaded rooms set. Running load all rooms. You don't get it. Just don't get it. And ready. Oh. Let's do something here. Let's do this. Reload save scene. Enter tree. Exit tree. Clearing. Reload save scene. See, this is exit tree. First notification is false. Clearing 24 rooms. Deferring load all rooms to the next idle frame. Call has been deferred. As loaded rooms set. Connected selection change. Running load all rooms. Creating room. First notification is false. First notification is false, is false, is false, is false. End of load all rooms. Notify transfer enabled, false. Transform enabled. I guess I should quit now because I can't figure this out here. I don't know where it's doing it at. Somewhere it's setting it to true. It's getting the notification, and it's getting that first. That's where it says first notification is false. And it's returning. It's not going down to the bottom part. Notification here. See, when load all rooms is called, it's set to false. And it's not really what I'm, see, what am I trying to say? Got it. All rooms is gonna create the room CD sends a notification. So then it sets the flag for false, and then once it's done loading all the rooms, somehow it's triggering a notification. I don't know where it's doing it at. Otherwise, probably I probably set the flag at a later time. Processes after the current call stack, including scene setup, which can trigger notification even if you haven't explicitly enabled it yet. Disable notification turns. I can't set notify transform false before the nodes are created. Right. Okay. Mm. Okay, so able to return it wasn't enabled. Now I need to know where to enable it. Okay. All right, fine. We'll do this. There's little rooms. There we go. That's right. Okay, that's all right. For no, room in get room children. Set notify transform. True. All heard. Deferred on all rooms loaded. Okay. So then now I shouldn't need that first run flag because this should take care of that, correct? Right. Okay. Now let's go back over to here. And let's just forget first notification. Location. Where did the other call deferred go? Where is, why is there an error? Nil to string. What do you mean from nil to string name? It's the method name as. Let's copy this. Oh, as a string. I see. Okay. Well, I didn't think the other one was a string either, but you know, if it's a string, then scene reload, save scene, transform not enabled here. I don't know why it's got a billion. Okay, wait. If that's the case, let's clear this and let's move it. Notification here. Say room data. Okay. Okay. Wait. Uh, like so. Reload save scene. Everything is good. It's just I can just hit return on those so that it doesn't do a billion times. but that means, okay, now if I hit, let's clear it, hit save room data. Why is it doing it for all of them though? It shouldn't be for all of them. Doggone it. Mhm. Okay, I'm calling it a day. Thanks you two who are still watching. Uh, yeah. So this kind of sucks, but whatever. Whatever. Turn the replay buffer off, and I'm just gonna say thank you, and we'll see if we can pick this up for tomorrow. So thank you for watching part two.